lentswe.
You have this rich mine that's been operating for 20 years, and the societies around, the communities around it should have been rich, wealthy, middle-class societies by this point in time, and yet they're not. And that was a function of how the wealth was being shared out of those mines. What happened was, after I came here, I said that it's vitally important for us that we actually understand the attitude of employees to the company, and that we understand the attitude of the communities. And so the then President Peter Ledger commissioned Northwest University here in South Africa to conduct those on methodology that they had.
My home is far, my home is far away. My home is far away. My home is far away.
WonderCup meeting that I got very, very, very personally clear about the sort of level of personal suffering that people were experiencing. Not just the community people or union people, but the management also. They were sort of locked in this Gordian knot of historical animosity and fear and hatred and conflict, and not being able to figure out how to untie that knot and actually work together. And so it was really just a lot of people suffering and in pain in silence. And what could we do about that? You can't create anything in that space. That space is too narrow.
Is far away. 24/10 is far away.
One of the things that came out of the January meeting in WonderCup was the unions challenged me, if you will. They said about their conditions and the issues, and challenged me to go spend one day of their lives in the hostels. And I accepted that challenge. That's fine. Why not? I mean, I fundamentally believe that as a CEO, you actually have to understand what your people are experiencing before you can really effectively lead them. You can't ask them to do things that you're not willing to do yourself. And if there are issues, then you need to go understand those issues really from their perspective. Put yourselves in their shoes, so to speak. And out of that, quite a lot of trust has started to build. We have embarked with the unions on a new process, a process to create a new era labor agreement, creating a living agreement, one that's a solution-oriented, problem-solving oriented, not a traditional negotiation approach.